Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Monday morning, we made it. February 22nd. Today, we are going to be talking about better than rubies. And our morning scripture comes from Proverbs 8:10 through 11, and the morning version is the NKJV, New King James Version. And then the evening version of Proverbs 8:10 through 11 is the NASB version. Let's get right into it, shall we? Proverbs 8:10 through 11 says, "Receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things one may desire cannot be compared with her." The text says, if you were granted the one thing that you desire most, what would it be? We can probably answer this question better if we think of who or what we idolize. Whose life do we want? Or what quality do we most admire? Beauty, intelligence, creativity, recognition, or love? Silver, gold, and rubies are rare and precious elements. They are beautiful, strong, and valuable. Perhaps you own or are even wearing jewelry with precious metal and stone. Remind yourself of the greater value of wisdom and be encouraged to seek godly understanding above anything else. And then our prayer for the morning is, Jesus, I'm going to need wisdom today. Every situation that I find myself in is better if I let you speak into it. Come on now. Come on, prayer. Every situation that I find myself in is better if I let you speak into it. Give me direction and understanding as I walk into my day. Oh boy, now that's a good prayer, y'all. Jesus, I'm going to need wisdom today, huh? Every situation that I find myself in is better if I let you speak into it. Give me direction and understanding as I walk into my day. Ooh wee. Now y'all know this is more precious now. This information that we're getting, this word that we're getting for today is more precious now than ever before, because we live in a world where things aren't always what they seem. We live in a world where people are so convincing as to what is real, what seems like it's going on, as opposed to what's really going on. And we're so quickly departed with our money and with our emotions because we think one thing is going on, and then we realize, oh, it's a filter, oh, it's a hoax, oh, it's a lie. It's more prevalent now because we have more access to these lies. We're more accessible to the trickery. We're more accessible to the grifters, to the hoaxers out there, because they can come right through our phone and trick us out of our money, trick us out of our livelihood, trick us out of our homes, trick us out of our children. And we have to put on the whole armor. We have to guard both our heart and our minds, and stay prayerful and know the voice of God, because I'm telling you, even from a Christian perspective, there are some people out there that come in those sheep's clothing, and they are full-fledged wolves, you guys. They know the language of the sheep. They know the growl of the sheep, the roll of the sheep. You know. They can really preach. They can really preach. They can really teach. But baby, they ain't no good. We have to use our discernment. We need God to give us the wisdom on how to move, how to act, how to do, when to move, when to act, when to do. It's important, especially if you got little lambs at home that you're responsible for, especially if you got the elderly that you are responsible for, especially if it ain't nobody but you. Okay? You got to have the Lord on your side at all times, guiding you and your family, your husband, protection, the works. You guys tell me what you think about this and put it down below. But let's go on and read our evening scripture. Evening version of Proverbs 8:10 through 11. Take my instruction and not silver, and acknowledge rather than choicest gold. For wisdom is better than jewels, and all desirable things cannot compare with her. King Solomon understood the value of wisdom better than any other. When God offered him anything he desired, King Solomon responded with a request for wisdom. He could have asked for fame or riches or success or warfare. Instead, he asked for understanding. King Solomon sought knowledge and instruction first and ended up being the most wise, wealthy, famous, successful king that ever lived. And then our prayer says, Father, you have provided wisdom to guide me and lead me into a blessed life. Help me to ask for your wisdom in all my situations and to desire godliness above the other precious things in life. And then our question for today is, what situations do you need to seek God's wisdom in? Listen, we all can answer this. I'm not saying that you have to answer it down below, but definitely answer it for yourself. What situations do you need to seek God's wisdom in? Moving, working, rearing your children, purchases, what your next move should be, what? I think it's important to seek God's wisdom. I think it's important to pray for wisdom. I think it's important to, after you pray, to shut up and listen, to pay attention, to go into listening mode, because sometimes we can talk so much that we miss it, and praying and then listening for God and watching for God to move is key. I love this. I love this devotional today. I would love to know what you guys think about it. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And until tomorrow, mwah, I'll holla.